So come on in, take a sip, and let's wind down. And we're going to wind down today on a Canadian and Zeke Zero Coke Zero, because it was a long day, longer than typical, and was down more southern in Bavaria, doing a walk through one of our clinics. Beautiful visit, by the way. Just love all of these folks that make healthcare amazing here in the area. And then I got hemmed up in the office for a bit, and then it took forever to get home. Got stuck behind a tractor and like 30 tractors, and by the time I got to the wine store, it was closed. So we're just going to do a whiskey cola. But with that, I think it's well-deserved after a day like today. It's been about a 13-hour day, so. And it's late, but this is celebratory, because this is the 600th video we've done since we started this channel in August of 2023. It has been such a pleasure to solve with you. This is huge. Just so glad you're here. My name is Christopher. I'm delighted you're here to solve this grid with me. And speaking of, we can go ahead and hop into that sucker, right? So we have a Wednesday, March 26th, 2025, construction by Nathan Hale. A name I recognize, so maybe not a debut this evening. And edited, of course, by Will Shorts, which I will always say, l'chaim. This is fantastic to have you back, Mr. Shorts. And there is something about that bottle of Canadian Club. I never drank it before I saw Mad Men. But then when I saw Mad Men, yeah, well, if it's cool enough for Don Draper, I got to at least have a bottle around. And it does mix so well with a Coke Zero. So here we go. By the time we get to the Guardian grid after a while, I'll probably be all loopy. But maybe that'll make it more fun. Let's just see what we got, though. Let's hop into our grid. We have a hump day grid today. So we have Mama of the Mamas and Papas. And every time I even see that name, all I can think is, everybody's getting fat except Mama Cass. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Cass part and see what we got from there. Hackneyed. I usually think of that as trite, but I don't think Mama is a T, so I think we're going to go with cliche. Warum nicht, as we ask in German, why not? That's hysterical online. How about an LMAO? And for some reason, I felt the need to hit the shift button, like as if it was going to spit out lowercase. Get it? Lacking all scruples, could be amoral. Cannabis variety. I think we got sativa and indica, so we're going to go with sativa here. And tiny amount could be an iota. Likewise, so am I. So far, what a pleasant gait. Nice little canter going on. We'll see if we get to a full gallop soon. It doesn't pay, they say. Could be crime. And not so sure about a wedding, say. Do we have a rebus here? We should be like having second thoughts or something like that. Forested Moon and the Return of the Jedi would be indoor. So is this a G? Actress Rodriguez of Jane the Virgin, and I'm not familiar with her. I don't think. Maybe I am. NL East or AFC West would be a division. And 747 or an A380. Well, I think we're probably looking for a jet here, but these are really the big ones. I mean, these are the big ones. And you could say because there's not very many four-engine jets, except the A340's in there too, with the A380 and the 747. But there's others, but just saying, that's it's just interesting. So yearned for, is this Jonesed? I'm just thinking back to when I first started doing these grids. We'd have never seen those things, right? But things, they change around. So is this Gina Rodriguez? Because I really have a feeling that we're talking about having second thoughts. So I don't know if that's supposed to be a rebus or not. I don't think so. Fabric that George Costanza said he'd drape himself in if it were socially acceptable, and I can only assume this is velvet. I have actually never seen an episode of Seinfeld. Tad, can you believe 600 videos? 600 of them. That's amazing. So to all of us here, the whole community. My favorite group of cruciferbalists on the planet. It's you, all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Tad, huh? Take care of everything, or a hint to what 4 squares in this puzzle do. I don't have a clue yet, so let's see. A baby bear could be a cub, and let's see. Downward force on Earth, informally, probably looking at 1G. And so this looks like it could be cover all the bases. It looks like that'll fit in just nicely too. So let's see if that's will work for us. We'll do quick checks on this on either end. Pioneering game console for short, probably the NES. And you might have one to pick, perhaps a bone. Not mad. 4 letters, N-E at the end. I think we're probably talking about sane versus insane. That use of the term mad. Pale could be 1. Terrible ages are the 2s. That's only if you haven't experienced the 3s yet. So this looks like it's going to be thoughts. I'll bet you anything. And so I don't know where the second is, but we'll see. Set loose on. Well, let's just go over here. Start from the top. Juniper flavored spirit. Came really close to making a gin cocktail tonight, but something just jumped out at me and said, Canadian whiskey, drink me. And I said, okay. Swallows nervously. How about every trope in every Wile E. Coyote cartoon right before he realizes the Acme tool that he purchased to get that rascally roadrunner has done him in. Gulp. Noodle variety. How about udon? And then set loose on. I don't know if this is going to be like a let at, or I have no idea. Paragon could be the ideal. And so I've done this before. Short retirement could be a nap. So set loose on could be to let at, perhaps. And now I have that T. What do we got here? Handouts from street preachers. How about pamphlets? So I'm going to go ahead and put having, and then we're going to just assume second's going to show up somewhere else, or it's going to be implied, but I'm putting in thoughts here. And I've seen this before, so I've seen this type of grid before, and I don't think it's going to be an issue. Some privately held businesses could be LLCs. Tampa Bay NFLer would be a Buccaneer. Lighter Giant would be Bic. Portions of parsley. I'm trying to say sprigs and parsley at the same time. I mean, you got an IGS there, you know what it is, and try not to say it as if I'm trying to keep the secret to myself as long as possible. Motown song played at many a wedding. I wonder what that is. Bootleg booze. How about hooch? Okay, so going back to this one. I've done this before. So, like a fox sly. So not my... I have a feeling this is going to be rodeo. And there will be an implied first in between here. So we got a first and then we got second thoughts. And then we got cover all the bases. So, sounds baseball-ish to me, you know? Motown song played at many a wedding. I guess we're looking for shout, but I guess I don't know the song well enough to understand why it would be played at weddings. You know you make me want to shout. I mean, maybe just being married makes you want to do that. I don't know. I mean, I want to shout every day. So I guess it is true. Ref work that's been available electronically since 1988. It would be the OED, or the Oxford English Dictionary, Keats and Yeats. So now we've got an Englishman and an Irishman. Well, got those turned around. We'll just call it poets. So we got the OED, Great Basin Tribe would be the Ute, and historic Chinese General Zhou. Very nice. So then let's see what we've got. So we got bas relief. Headwear for Emilie Mbali, and that would be a beret. I like berets, if you haven't noticed. My stars. Actually, in Julia, you know, Lancashire, the actress, she plays Julia Child beautifully. She's always, oh, Polsky, you God. I just love it, you know. So I'm gonna go with the Gad. Why not? So what we got here? Faces could be visages. Time worn could be an old hat. We've got that to correspond with road repair goo is tar. Very nice. Tad. Maybe slightest or slight bit. I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be. Let's see. Image format familiarly. Could be a JPEG. And probably got an H there behind that T. Thoroughly interrogates. So probably gives the, and then degree. So it gives the 3rd degree. I'm seeing this theme and I'm loving it. This is so clever. Gives the 3rd degree. Very nice. And let's tidy up this corner a bit. Let's just tidy it up. I saw to Caesar, so veni, vidi, vici. I came, I saw, so veni, vidi. Vidi. And we've got hand or foot would be a unit. Sleep with. Bed. Okay. Let's see. Like some signs. I don't know. Is this an I? Portfolio holding for short. How about an IRA? So yeah, let's go with a Virgo, maybe? No, actually, there's nothing to indicate that at all. That could be actually vital. Let's see what we got. Rave over metaphorically. Oh. Time was. Slugger stat. How about a run batted in just to give us a shot at something? Rave over metaphorically. Let's see. Not online. Online would be, how about IRL, in real life? So frivolous could be silly. British Politico Corbyn, and that would be Jeremy. Jeremy. Pre-covenant name for a biblical father. Going back to Genesis now, right? Already from Abram to Abraham. And so right, yeah, maybe write home about, something like that. So right. Vital signs, very nice. What threw me off with that, though, I thought, okay, Virgo. Well, wait a minute, but like some signs, you would think Virgos. They didn't have enough room for that. It kind of made me throw on the brakes real quick. Popular R&B group composed of Tebow's Left Eye and Chili, and I don't go chasing waterfalls. I can't believe it. 600 videos. It's a lot of videos. I'm excited about it. It's cool. Tad, how about slightest? Okay. And then we'll start. If that's not it, maybe a slight bit or something. Let's see. Right. No, I think this is about. It'd be right home about. So yeah, it was a slight bit. I don't know which one came to my mind first. Sounds and spas could be. Yes, very nice. So run away with could be to elope. So right home about. Now I know we got baseball here. Adorable could be cute. Prepare as tea could be too steep. Up on could be hip to. Cry after pranking someone. How about got ya? Spin doctors. PR something, right? Alternative to Stella or Sam Adams. Okay. I'd like a brewski. Okay, so maybe beer. Me? Campus site for 30,000 plus Iowa students. And as a graduate alumni of a Big 12 university, I can tell you right now, strange things happen during football season in Ames, Iowa. They really, really does. So we got ourselves a PR team. which is concerning to me because I think that we're going to have PBR at the top for an alternative to Sam Adams and Stella Artois. So kind of pull, going for totem. Negligent would be to be remiss. West African staple crop would be yams. Polo of Meet the Parents, I think that's Terry. And yeah, we have a PR team, but I have an honest question. I mean, is Pabst Blue Ribbon beer really on the same level as Stella Artois or Sam Adams? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe so. I don't drink beer. I drink it once in the last 10 years right here on Wind Down. So we'll go ahead and put PBR. How did we do, Bob? Fantastic grid. Let's take a look at it. Let's jump into it a really quick second. So if I'm thinking not my first rodeo, this area right here would be first base. Having second thoughts, this would be second base. So from here to here, and then we've got gives the third degree, so third base. So you got 1, 2, 3, third base, and then right home about. So I don't see that it creates a baseball diamond of any sorts, and it's not necessary to the grid by any stretch. This was a fabulous grid. I think Nathan Hale, you did a fabulous job here. This was one very clever, had a fantastic canter to it. It was just quick, wasn't overly complex. It wasn't circuitous by any stretch of the imagination, but it was extremely clever. So bravo, sir. Bravo. This was fabulous. I can't tell you how cool this is to get this on a hump day for our 600th video. So it makes me very proud. Let's go ahead and bring down our Benny Yerdadu. And I'd like to thank everybody for all the likes and the subscribes. Thank you so much for that. I want to thank you for everything. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. My name is Christopher, and I am delighted that you are here to solve this grid with me. It's been a late day, so the puzzles are coming up a little bit later than usual, but it's all good. I'm just glad to be here, and I'm glad you're here with me, and we will see you on the morrow. And until we see you then, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, servus, grüß Gott, ciao, Cin-Cin. Be nice to the person behind you in line, and we will talk to you as we fill in the Thursday grid tomorrow. Be well. Cheers.